What's good? You're tuning in with Hippie at 386. We got little Nyne.
Your boy Lil Nyne of Central Records in the building. JW Management, baby, let go.
Shit, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Man, shit, as y'all well know, I've been doing this shit over 20 years. You know, I started out in a group called CP Soldiers in the 2nd grade. You know, we went from CP Soldiers to Cedar Park. We went from Cedar Park to Hazel Baby, which was more of an R&B type group. We started out with the hip hop shit, you know.
Okay.
I went more into the R&B type shit in like 6th grade, you know. And after that, we kind of branched our own ways, and we've been working, you know what I'm saying, doing our own thing. But we collaborate on stuff, man, the whole group. But we kind of on our own trail right now.
Okay, well, you said you've been doing this since 2nd grade. What's been some of your biggest influences with doing music?
Definitely No Limit Soldiers, Cash Money. You know, Lil Wayne was a huge, and still to this day, still is a huge influence to me.
Most definitely.
Obviously, Tupac and Biggie, you know, they, you know what I'm saying, that's what got me into the realm of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Listening to Biggie and Tupac. So, you know what I'm saying? That's obvious. That's always gonna go. But as far as me being a creator and a author / musician, artist, whatever you want to call it, it would have been No Limit Soldiers and Cash Money Records for me.
Okay.
Lil Bow Wow, he was another one, you know, because he was a younger guy.
Right.
And I was young at the time, so that definitely.
Bow Wow and Lil Romeo was doing
Yeah,
Lil
Romeo was a little motherfucker too. Now,
yeah.
I like the both of them guys, man.
Well, shit, tell me about, you know, what drives you as an artist? Like, what gets you to want to get on a track?
That's a good question. Okay, me, I'm a different type of artist. I am today. I'm a different type of artist. I'll put it that way. I'm more like a Michael Jackson. I let my instrumental or beat create my songs and bring my lyrics. I have written songs and then found beats to go to them, but I normally go off the beat. Once I hear a beat I like, and I feel like it's already hit potential, that's what drives me to go ahead and finish it off and make that bitch a hit. You know what I'm saying?
As an artist myself, when I stopped writing and trying to find beats and started writing to the beats, it really helped elevate my craft.
Right.
How's that helped you elevate from, you know, starting out to now? Like, what has helped you figure out your writing?
Okay.
And getting it to where it needed to be?
Good question. Far as getting my writing skill to the next level, like I said, I listen to people like Eminem or Wayne, and I try to figure out, because these guys are geniuses at putting words together and actually saying shit that's out of the norm and making it sound fine and good.
Right. They hit you in the metaphors.
Yes, bro, and that's the type of shit I like. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm a rap, I wanna if I ain't talking about some real shit,
you wanna do some lyrical shit.
Yeah, that's the type of shit I'd be on if I'm gonna do a little rap thing. But it was Wayne and Eminem was a big help for me taking my writing to the next level. When it comes to like switching flows and stuff, I would say when I first started, you know, it wasn't easy to access a lot of beats, so we had to write lyrics first, and then whenever we did get a beat, we had to make the song go to whatever beat we did.
So you said you been going since 2nd grade, so
yeah,
ripping shit off YouTube like we do now wasn't really an option.
Nah, boy, it wasn't no option, boy. It's nothing. We had some shit when we got in middle school called LimeWire.
Where that now?
Yeah, you go download shit off that and shit. But back then,
I say you weren't even getting you were getting beats people already used.
Right. There wasn't no original beats then.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't none of that. You got to get on some shit that's
got to remake some Lil Wayne shit or fucking Wacko, whoever was popping at the time.
Mix that shit up, bro. But yeah, before after flow wise, it's like I say, back then you have to write your lyrics to find a beat. Now that you can find a beat, I felt like I was able to actually find myself. That's why my shit sounds so different from what it sounded then. I call the type of flow that we did then without a beat is the ABC flow. Yeah, because once you take an ABC flow, you can put that to any beat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You might have to speed it up a little bit or slow it down, but the rhythm of your flow, it will fit to any beat. You feel me? But see, when you take it to what I do now, I would call it a AABBCC flow, and or ABBBC flow. You know what I'm saying? Because it's constant switch. You know what I'm saying? And how I write exactly to how the beat was made. Okay. That way, that verse is only gonna fit on that particular beat. I can't take a verse and put it on another one because I'm not doing the ABC flow.
So speaking of flows, so when you write songs, you have a flow in mind while you're writing.
Exactly, the flow I already beat it. I just gotta put the words in it. Same way with the singing, the melodies and all that already. If I can't hear the melodies off rip, I'm gonna probably have a difficult time getting into the song. Not saying it can't be done, but that will make it difficult.
Okay.
But normally, if I like the beat, I already hear how I want it to sound in my head. As soon as I hear it, I just gotta put the words in.
So speaking from an artist that doesn't do that, it's, I don't know, I can freestyle and have the flows, but when I try to write to a flow, it's difficult for me. How did you learn how to write like that? Like, who did you study? Who got you with? You know what I mean?
Wayne. Wayne.
That's that motherfucker bad,
that motherfucking Wayne, bro. God damn, that Wayne. And I feel like he don't get his flowers, bro.
Nah, bro. I'm pretty sure 90% of the artists out were influenced by Wayne.
Yes.
In some type of way.
In some type of shape or form, bro.
I remember riding my bike to middle school, bumping Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Elementary school, bumping Wayne. High school,
bro.
bumping Wayne.
Like,
grown ass man, still bumping Wayne.
Still bumping Wayne. Like, Wayne even still relevant to the day. Like, and I ain't never saying he's the best rapper. I mean, never said that, but his work ethic and the risks that he took in trying different things made him my favorite artist.
Right. And I know this may sound controversial, but Tupac and Biggie ain't have the time to show out like that. Wayne, that bitch, he solidified to me as him and Eminem, the two. Those are the two best rappers ever lived.
Agreed.
I say because I give it to Pac and I give it to Biggie.
Right.
But they didn't have the time to solidify their work. We don't know how they would have sounded in 20 years jumping on some new age shit.
They would have been 10 times better than what they was when they died. They ain't get a chance to peak.
That's what I'm saying. And we seen Wayne peak and he's still continually, after he peaked, go higher.
Right.
And it's not many artists that they drop some and they go harder every time.
Right. And another thing I take from Wayne that always inspired me and kept me going is the sky is the limit, man. And that's the really shit I ever heard. The sky is the limit, bro. And it ain't no touching the sky. That's impossible to touch the sky.
Ain't no ceilings.
There's no ceilings, bro.
No ceilings.
There's no ceilings, bro. Once you realize that and come into understanding with that as an artist, can't nobody ever touch you, bro. You got it.
So being from Lake City, Florida, how have you tried to distinguish yourself from other artists in the city?
Yeah, that's a good question. Alright, like I say, when I first started rapping, on some more street hood type stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because that's it's hot now, but typically that's how every rapper come out. You come out talking about the streets and shit. So that's what
you gotta come out talking that shit.
You gotta come out talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? But when I found out, when my team realized I could sing and they wanted me to get my feet wet in that, I started thinking of more versatility type shit. Like, damn, I was alright rapping, but damn, I could sing like a motherfucker.
That's kind of how it happened with Jago. When he learned he could sing.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, hey, bro, we need you on this hook right here.
Right. And then, everybody that was rapping wanted me to sing on something then, bro. Like, elementary school, everybody wanted me to sing on a chorus or some shit like that. So I was like a hook man back then.
I was saying that had to be a unique factor, having such a young cat jumping on some shit.
Yes, bro.
And actually sounding good.
Yes, bro. That was a humbling feeling for me. And, once again, Wayne. Cause when I seen Wayne do that rock shit, bro, and I was like, okay, this ain't regular rock, but this rock shit type shit. And I'm in the interview, cuz, and I'm like, damn, bro, if this nigga can do this shit, I ain't got it in the words on the cuff. I'm like, man, if this nigga can do this shit, bro, he came out street too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like I took the same route except veering off to the wild punchline Wayne from the hood Wayne. I went the R&B route,
right?
But we met up at the rock shit. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Like, that's what inspired me to try that. And when I seen I sounded good at it, and I knew it could work, like that actually became my favorite genre of music.
I was like, he definitely was a big innovator in the first type of going for that sound, being a rapper.
Right. Right.
I'm pretty sure he was the first one I remember trying to do some shit.
He was. He definitely was the first.
I mean, you had Linkin Park and like Limp Bizkit, but they weren't.
They was already rock.
I was about to say they weren't rap. They were rock with rap aesthetics.
He's the first hip hop artist to cross over. Like, goddamn, man, that man need his flowers, bro.
Most definitely.
That man need his flowers, bro.
So, like I said, being from Lake City, tell me some of the artists around here that if you have seen or are around still that you think are going to be big or have inspired you to go harder.
Y'all definitely.
That's right,
especially you, bro, because and it ain't even about the music thing for me so much. It's like the way your mindset is. You're a businessman. You sharp on your shit. You making sure you gonna get something back out of this shit. Like you're not afraid to reach out and talk to people. And you got your group, how can I say it, discipline. Like, it was a point in time to where you was carrying a lot more of the weight than you should have been.
Right.
And after you sat down and you had your conversation with your group or however y'all did it, things began to get better from what you told me. Now everybody's putting they 2 cents in and it's making it easy on you.
Right.
And when you got a group that's moving like that, the sky's the limit. I go back to Wayne, bro. Like, but I always had, like, I've never had a problem with getting a lot of good artists on my team, but I couldn't get them in the mindset of learn the business, learn the business, learn the business, learn the business. I shouldn't have to learn all the business, right? You know what I'm saying? And I always had that problem. But with Casey and Doja, it's been kind of different because they kind of been trying to learn the business themselves.
So. I see Swag G got his own little studio popping.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to them making beats and shit.
Yeah, man.
I see them boys moving. Shit, Jiffy been back in the studio.
Jiffy got back, right? Yeah. So
I say the team moving now.
It's moving now. You know what I'm saying? But I really want these. I really want Jiffy to kind of knuckle down on it a little harder than everybody else. I know he have been trying to lately, but that guy's a great talent, man. Like, he motivated me so fucking much. But I remember when I first heard him rap, and I have been, you know what I'm saying, like, he helped raise me, so I've been around him my whole life, but I never knew that fucking rap. Now, that motherfucker let me hear some shit. It was called Gone Soldiers, and it was based on a true story. When he was 13 through 16, it was one of the two. He was still staying with his mom out there in Cedar Park, and I guess he was in a bad place, and his mom, my auntie, felt like she couldn't do nothing with him, and she sent him back to Miami. That's where they from, Miami. So she sent him back down there to stay with his aunt or whatever. And while he was down there, I guess he got into the rap thing or whatever, and they used to do like battle raps down there and shit.
Okay.
And they get paid for the shit. You know what I'm saying? People put shit in the pot and then they vote and see who win or whatever and win a pot. And it was this guy that taught him how to rap named DT. I can't remember what he said his name was, but those are his initials. That's what everybody called him, DT. And he was at a battle rap with him, and they say DT was eating dude alive. You know what I'm saying? And I guess dude got mad and he couldn't take what the fuck he was saying, and he shot him. And just seen him get shot right in front of him, and he holding him in his hand, talking to him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody called the ambulance. He trying to hold him, talk to him, and keep him alive or whatever. And dude died in his arms and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he said that's what got him to start taking rap a little more seriously.
Right.
And he wrote Gone Soldiers, and that's what that song was about. If you ever go get a chance to check it out, it's on this album called Unplugged. That's on that pill.
Okay.
Y'all go check that out.
Shit, tell me about some of the other artists on your label. Tell me something a little bit about Swag G and Doja.
Oh man. Okay, we'll start with Swag. Swag is a fucking how can I put this? He a big surprise and all. You never know what you gonna get from Swag. Like I swear, I didn't know he had the ability to sing type shit. Like he got his own type of style to where he do his little singing type shit,
right,
bro. And it's dope as shit, bro. And whenever bro see, like if I do something different, bro don't get discouraged. Like, damn, that's why he can do that, but no, I can do it too.
right.
And he'll prove himself and he'll do it, bro. And sometimes he'll doubt himself, be like, yeah, bro, I did such and such, bro. I don't know if it's all that, but when I hear it, man, it's that. Like, that boy is that, bro. Like, and
right.
the city sleep on him. But I don't really think necessarily the city sleep on him. I think the city's fearing. That's honestly what I believe.
I say he definitely a fucking
man,
multi-talented threat.
Can I hold a stage with this guy? Like that Contagious song, bro. I be more lit on his shit than I am on mine. You
I feel that shit.
Oh my god! I like that.
I say that Contagious hit the other night, man. I couldn't help but turn up.
I'm telling you, bro, that shit was so fucking lit, brother. I like that. Everybody was lit though, bro. I'm talking the whole team. Y'all was lit. We were lit.
Shit, speaking of the other night,
was lit, you know?
Tell them about the other night, the show, yeah.
Man, listen, man. I got to sign some autographs. That was my second time signing autographs. I signed I think it was 3 hats or some shit. But yeah, man, it was so lit, man. We was opening for Hard Target at High Dive, and we got up there and we stole the show, man. Lake City stole the show, man. I ain't gonna care. Like we got up there, we got a good feedback. I'm talking about even the guys from the label Hard Target. I'm watching them back there in the back. Like at the time, some of the crowd weren't really engaging too much at first, but I'm watching them. They was engaging the whole time, like, and that's what mattered at the end of the day. The important people seeing what needed to be seen.
Most definitely, because I ain't gonna lie, that I looked out there. They was like, yeah, screaming shit. I was like, man, that's a humbling experience to have artists that are doing things and making moves acknowledge your skill.
Right.
And that's one thing I really loved about the other night is they were actually in there. They watched the show.
Right.
Struggle, fucks with your music, but he came to Gainesville. He sat on the tour bus the whole time. Didn't acknowledge none of the artists that opened for him. At all. And us and River Billy, shout out my dog River Billy, free my boy.
River Billy.
Us, 386, Lil Nyne, Essential Records, and River Billy, we brought out a majority of the crowd. You think, you're coming out there, you show some love to the artists that are actually bringing out the locals. Because Struggle didn't have that many people in there when he went to perform compared to ours.
He did.
And it ain't no shade to him, but bro, you gotta interact, make friends, you know what I'm saying?
You got to.
That way next time you come to these cities, these artists, y'all got a little relationship, they're more willing to bring out more artists and try to have them stay for your shit.
Right.
Just like with Hard Target them, they show nothing but love.
Right.
I was like, I'm gonna make sure all my people say next time, man, y'all can't leave. Y'all gotta go check my boys out. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man. I appreciate y'all for that too, man. Like I felt nothing but love from you guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I appreciate y'all even getting on stage, giving a shout out to the people that was opening for y'all. Like I felt that was really cool. I've never seen an artist get up there and shout out the opening.
That's what I'm saying.
The first time.
And it's crazy that. Because, like Struggle, he came from the same situation, because I've watched him and Jelly Roll grow from local fucking artists out in Tennessee and shit to now they're out here selling out fucking arenas and shit.
Arenas, man.
Like, I don't want to say he forgot where he came from, but just, if you're doing shows and you know what I'm saying, the local artists bring out these people and you know what I'm saying, they obviously jumped on the show to show love to you and shit, show some love back. At least just jump, hey, how y'all doing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the Sticks, man. First time we met them, hey, what's up, you know what I'm saying? Them have been the most fucking coolest cats I've met in the industry so far.
Yeah, real shit, bro. I fuck with them guys. Like, we can go out there and go pull up on them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Pull up at the Sticks, man, and go fuck them.
I say even Yellow Wolf showed us a crazy amount of love.
Crazy amount of
love. I say
bro.
He showed up, fucking hung out backstage and shit, pulled us up on stage and whatnot in Jacksonville.
Shit dope.
And it's dope when artists like that, you know what I'm saying, like reach out to the younger artists and try to bring them up. Maybe Struggle was having a bad night. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe, I can't speak on that, but I know that it really affected River Billy because that's one of his idols, bro.
Right,
He just got out
right.
the Chain Gang. He really
really
connects
wanted to-
with
he
Struggle.
really
You know what I'm
wanted
saying?
to-
That was his biggest influence in music. And when he couldn't even get the time of day from him, I know it really affected him, like as an artist and as like, yo, this is who inspired me, and
Right.
he kind of just blew me off
That's
whenever
kind
I
of like
set it off.
Lil Wayne and Young Thug situation. It was kind of basically the same type shit. Like, it's crazy.
I say
So,
that's why I brought it the other night because it was really nice seeing the artist show like Seth Anthony. He's pretty big compared to Hard Target and them. Hard Target and them doing their thing, like I said, but
right.
Seth Anthony, a higher up there artist,
Right.
and he was out there in the crowd
Humble
showing
guy.
love, humble as fuck.
Humble
Like
as fuck, man.
I have nothing but love for them boys. Like
Yeah.
y'all inspire other artists, and when you actually engage with the artists that are showing you love and bringing people out to your shows, it matters.
It matter, man.
Because not all them ticket sales are coming from that headliner's name. You know what I'm
No.
saying?
No.
And people don't understand that. They,
Yeah.
oh, he came out, I brought this crowd.
A
No.
lot of it come off the opener's name, whether
Right.
they realize it or not.
I'll say
And-
until you do get big like fucking Jelly Roll is now
Exactly.
or Lil Wayne, like that name now carries some shit.
Right.
But like Seth Anthony, he's from Florida, but maybe not everybody out there in gangs will know him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a lot of these artists that go to like these smaller venues where locals start out,
Mm-hmm.
that's not their crowd, all just coming out there.
Right. Right.
And it makes a lot of difference to those local artists when the headliner shows the love.
Yeah. It does, man.
Because I've seen plenty of shows out there in games with shit. Afro Man, I seen him show mad love to the artists that showed up and showed out with him.
Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
Let's see, what was that next question I was about to ask? Shows.
Anything. Fuck it.
Shows.
Shows.
What-
Right, for sure.
What are the biggest things with shows that you would tell another local upcoming artist, not meaning, like another artist that's up and coming,
Mm-hmm.
what would you say to them to help get them to motivate to do more shows and stuff like that? Like, why are shows a big deal for as a local artist trying to aspire to be bigger?
Okay. First off, I say don't get too conceited or too arrogant the way you feel. Like sometimes you can't. Okay, I understand you want to expand outside of your city or your local range or whatever. But for a starting artist, I would say perform as much as you can. One reason why, it ain't even about, because I'm going to get to the making connections part next, but your first reason should be because, bitch, you need practice.
Damn sure.
Everybody, I still need practice, and I've been doing this over 20 years. I still need practice. You need practice, bro, so even open mics is good to do them, bro, and if you have a PRO, which is a performance right organization, you can get paid for doing it for practicing. So
I better go get that BMI.
you better go get that BMI, that ass cap, or that CSAT money, man. But yeah, you go in there, you perform, and you get comfortable with yourself, and you get comfortable of being in front of people. When people get nervous, including myself on stage, it's not because it's a lot of people out there watching me.
Right.
It's because it's people out there watching me. So it don't matter how many out there. Once you can get them nerves built up, the way you can perform in front of people, it won't never matter how many people out there, whether it's a lot or a little bit. So that's the first reason I would say get your ass on stage and perform as much as possible. Second reason I would say that, don't go in there fucking expecting a record deal or no crazy shit just to happen after performing. What you go in there expecting is connection. And in order to get those connections, you have to do something what we call networking. What you want to do, you want to get your ass up and walk around and talk to everybody that looks important, even the people that don't look so important. You need to get up and talk to all these people. And you know what I'm saying? Get some knowledge from them, get some contacts from these people. And you want to work with as many people as you can work with. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know who this next guy knows, or who they know that knows somebody else that can get you in that door that you're trying to get in. So I would say, for two, you do it to make contact. You know what I'm saying? So that would be my reasons for saying doing these shows, man. You never know who's gonna see you.
You're not lying.
You can get paid for them.
I've made too many. Doing them showcases is why I can do the big shows now.
Right, exactly. And then once you get established enough, you ain't gotta do shit like that no more unless you want to. You know
Shout out Corey with Tri-County.
Tri-County in the
Shout
field.
out Chuck. Those two have been monumental
Shit,
for
right,
helping
studio.
local artists around Lake City and Gainesville.
Definitely.
I know without those two, I really wouldn't have done those shows when I first started.
Right, you're not lying, me either.
I say Chuck put me on when Resign is fucking crazy.
Yep.
Because now that I'm an established artist, I look back on the shit that we first started doing, like, man, he was crazy putting us up on that stage, but he still did that.
Still did.
And so did Corey. I give y'all much love for that. Y'all help these artists out. And if y'all need shows, you artists out there looking for shows, Corey Thompson on Facebook and Charles Brush.
Right.
Those are the two biggest names I know that be throwing shows around these areas.
And there won't be nothing to get you guys on one-on-one, man, you know.
Oh, and Danny B with Cypher House. They be throwing a lot of shows now, too. A lot of showcases.
Right.
Actually, I think they go by Muck City Entertainment or something now.
That is their new name.
But yeah, y'all,
So,
those three people, y'all hit them up. Y'all trying to get out there and start spreading your wings and, you know, doing these shows. Because like he said, you always need practice. And the contacts you're going to make can... I've got so many features from artists I've met doing shows. Like,
exactly.
and it's... You meet people at these shows that are going to teach y'all things. It's not always about what they're doing, it's what they can teach you.
Right.
And that's where a lot of y'all need to open up, is getting humble enough to ask for the help,
right.
so you know where to go.
Don't never feel like you're too big to ask for help, man. Listen, I ask for help all the goddamn time. Hey, man, teach me this shit right here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what you know about such and such? Yeah, I heard such and such was like this. Is that how it is? Man, bitch, I'm going to ask your ass. Bitch, I'm going to aggravate you, too, because I want to know.
Right.
Shit, is either you gonna tell me or you ain't gonna tell me, but I gotta have the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way you gonna grow. You gonna have to learn that a lot of artists want to just be the artist. If you ain't got a damn good manager, bro, you gonna have to learn the business too. Even if you got a damn good manager, you want to learn the business. You want to know what's going on, bro. You don't want to be lost when all this money start coming in, man. Trust me.
So as an artist that does the business aspect, what would be some of the main things that you feel like are the keys, that thing they need to learn in order to start elevating? What helped you elevate? What did you have to go out there and learn that helped elevate you?
God, I had to learn so much shit, and it's so sad, bro. Ain't nobody tell me shit. Oh my God, bro. It took me years to learn just what PROs was. I had a PRO before I even knew what the fuck it was. When I was signed to DW Management and on South Street Records, my manager had us on BMIs and shit set up when I was 17 years old, but she kind of told us what it was. I knew it was for us to get paid and shit, but I never was interested enough to want to understand how it works and what it was. You know what I'm saying? So of course she ain't just tell me. I ain't knocking her for nothing like that. That's my fault. I didn't want to know, and then I was a kid, so she probably felt like he ain't trying to learn that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? That shit, but you really want to know. You really want to know that shit, bro. If you out here on your own, and see, at the time I had somebody behind me, I didn't really have to know it, but it was still good for me to learn it. You know what I'm saying? So, like before, like a month ago, I was Olo. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm with JW Management, but I know my shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and by you knowing your shit, that take weight off your manager too. So it's good to just learn that business, bro.
So as an artist that has learned the business side, what would you say? You know, I'm trying to figure out how to word it here.
Yeah, because he don't want me to give y'all all the money, but I'm going to give y'all a little bit of the money, man.
What would you say has helped you the most, like, on the business side as an artist?
I would say probably it's multiple. BMI is one, and that's the number one. I'm gonna tell you why, because from BMI you get paid for writer share, If you made the beat, you get paid from the composer share. If your shit get played on radio or in movies and shit, BMI pays you for that. Every time you perform any song that you have registered on there, as long as you register your shows and that venue has license to let artists come perform there, you should have no problem getting paid for every performance you do. BMI is good for all that. Then you have your distributors that you go through or whatever. We use DistroKid, you know what I'm saying? That's good too, because every time your music gets streamed or downloaded, you get paid for it, you know what I'm saying? It might be, like a lot of this shit is chump change, but you gotta think about it, bro. You gotta be an entrepreneur if you're an artist too, so you can't just be relying on, that's just your change you let stack up in the vault.
Right.
You ain't got no business looking at how much in there, because you're not finna fuck with that.
Right.
You just let that shit build up. Don't even worry about what's in there. Forget it's even adding up. Just continue to do your business. To one day when the time comes when you have to touch it, you're going to have something in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So just don't rush getting a lot of money just because it's $20 here, $20 there. Don't worry about that. You know,
right.
Just let that shit keep working and let that shit add up. And what you want to do with that money, bro, you're going to take that money and you're going to put it back into your music. You know what I'm saying? That's what that money need to be used for anyways, to take and put. That ain't no pocketing money. That shit there, you need to be putting back into your music to make it real bad, bro. You feel me? So that's very important.
Definitely.
That's very, very, very important.
Alright, now that we've kind of spit on some shit to help out other artists, let's get back to you.
Mm-hmm.
So what have you been working on lately?
Well, I got this EP I'm doing. It's called what the fuck is that name? Young and Ready. Yeah, that what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a R&B EP. It's some tracks that I had in the vault that I haven't released. It's probably like 2 of them that I did release, like on that Pip or something, but now I'm finna put it on all platforms for everybody to get. I've been going back leasing these beats so I can do it the right way or whatever. Yeah, but I'm doing that. I just me and Jiffy got a EP we working on too right now.
Okay.
We ain't came up with a name for it yet, but we got like 3 songs on that bitch. I got 2. I got a single I just did. It's called Had It Like This. It's a BPM type song. So I'm working on that bitch now too, and that bitch hot, bro. That bitch hot, bro. I mean, I gotta remind me, I'll let you hear it before you leave. But yeah, that bitch hot, bro. I think that bitch gonna do numbers. I can see that bitch being in movies. I can see a bitch in them rave parties and shit with the glow stick lights and shit. Bro, listen, that song gonna be so fucking big. Y'all mark my fucking words, but I'm telling you.
I see.
Watch me. I'm telling you.
You got any music videos coming up? Any shows?
Actually, I got a show at I want to say some type of festival in Fort Lauderdale, 17th through the 19th. I'm gonna be in Fort Lauderdale. My manager got me and D Jones some shit lined up down there. Shout out D Jones too. We gonna be down there in Fort Lauderdale. That's the show we got coming up. And for videos, I haven't really been necessarily focused on them bitches too much, because as you can see, I got my hands in everything as far as what's going on with me as an artist. I do a lot of shit. I mix and engineer my own music. I kind of don't be having the time to, I don't have the space in my mind to be such a visionary, if that makes sense. Like, I don't be having the visuals for the songs and shit. And like, when I shot my first video with Tommy Trenton Jr., he actually got the song and he directed the video. So when I started shooting videos, I always felt like it was the cameraman's job to create the visual, because you always send them the song before y'all shoot anyway. I always thought that was for them to create the visual for it. Like, of course you gotta have the bass. Okay, we knew when we shot Sunset on the Beach, we knew we wanted to shoot on the beach, and we knew we wanted to shoot at the Casa Monica Motel, but we didn't know how we wanted to do it. But the camera guy knew how. So that made it easier to shoot videos than like today's time. Normally people you shoot with, what you want to do? I don't know. Shit, I don't. All I know is to say my words and sing the song while the song going on, and then that makes your video an average video. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want it to do an average video. I want my shit to be that. So that kind of been what. Then I don't want to pay all that money for an average video. That's what I'm getting at. I ain't got. That's one reason I don't go to studios. I record myself. I don't have the money to pay a bitch to record me how I record music. I would never have no money. I can't pay a bitch to shoot my videos how I want. I wouldn't have no money. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you gotta learn some of that shit to damn stuff. I can't be paying for a goddamn album cover every time I want to drop a single or an album, and we dropping singles every month or every week and shit. You know how much fucking money that is?
I say, had to learn how to make them bitches.
What? You better learn how to make them bitches. I'm telling you, if the music good, the cover don't matter, bro.
Most definitely.
If you putting out good quality music, the cover do not fucking matter. Look at that shit Drake and Kanye been putting out. Them ain't no fucking covers. But they go number one in a week. It's not about your cover, bro. If you put out quality music,
when you're rich, you're not crazy. You're eccentric.
Exactly.
They see Drake and Kanye doing some shit like that. They're like, oh yeah, that's trendsetting.
Bro, that's trendsetting. They just made it cheaper for you. Bitch, do what they doing. As long as you putting out quality music, bitch, it's okay now. The world will accept it because the greatest rappers are doing it.
Right.
They just made it easier for y'all, man. Y'all better take that shit and run with it.
So speaking about dropping stuff, what would you say is important for dropping music? Like, should you sit on some shit or should you constantly be putting stuff in people's faces?
I say both.
Okay.
Because I did both. You got to know what to give them and what not to give them.
Right.
I still got some shit I've been sitting on for almost 10 years that I still haven't felt like I need to put this out because some shit deserve a big ass marketing campaign. Some shit don't. You know what I'm saying? You can do it with any song, but some songs deserve that attention. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And sometimes just because you have the money to do it, you don't always know the right spot to put the money, and that's where I'm at a standstill at. I don't want to just gamble putting a bunch of money in a place and I'm not positive that it's gonna do what they telling me it's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like the niggas in the industry, these big labels and shit, they know these people personally that's doing this shit and running these marketing campaigns for you. Other people do them too, but I don't know them personally. Bitches get scammed every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm stuck sitting on these damn songs that I can't do nothing with until I get something like a distribution deal or some shit. Cause I don't want no record deal. I done had record deal off of many of them. $2.5 million worth of them. $2.5 million worth of record deals.
I was like, speaking on shit like that, like that song we did, Lost With You, that should be on the radio. Me and my people, we did River Billy.
Right.
I don't know how those songs are not
number one type
shit,
but like it's just crazy.
Especially like I said, me and my people in Lost With You. We got voted for Song of the Year.
Yeah.
And we barely got 14,000 views on the video. And that's gonna say something. Like, how we get voted Song of the Year when not that many people have heard it?
And that's because the right people heard it.
Exactly.
And when we dropped that song, bro, that's when all them fucking labels start calling me. That's when I start getting all the calls and the emails and the DMs and all that shit. That shit came right after Lost With You, probably like a year after that shit.
Right.
That's when that shit started, bro. No, it wasn't even a fucking year after that. I'm lying. Probably like 6 months after that shit. That's when that shit started. I knew where it was coming from. When Def Jam called me, they told me they heard me on YouTube. They heard a song on YouTube that they want. I knew exactly what song they was talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I knew when Atlantic came at me, I knew what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? I knew what time it was. Like, this shit crazy. Like, yeah, I had Def Jam come at me. I had Atlantic come at me. I had, those were the two majors. I had a few little labels that came at me too. One Canadian label called Rising Star Entertainment, I believe it was, or some shit like that. They wanted to bring me over there and be a Canadian artist. They wanted to give me 500,000. Yeah, they offered me 500,000.
They come out here, we gonna put you on.
But the sad thing about it, this is why I say learn your business. Cause I didn't look at the money, just like I didn't look at that $2 million one. I don't care about the money. The money ain't shit. Cause you gotta pay that money back, bro. You gotta pay that money back. So the more they give you, the deeper in the hole you start off. So money don't excite me.
You better hold that album, so.
Yeah, what? I'm telling you. So the money don't excite me, bro. The contract gotta make sense, and the contracts that they let me review before I got them, they just didn't make sense, and that made me didn't want to.
I know one of the main things I look for as an artist is who are you gonna put me in front of? What shows are you gonna put me on? I don't need no money.
Yeah, right.
I need you to put me on them shows.
Right.
Where I ain't gotta pay to get on, none of that bullshit.
Right.
I don't gotta sell tickets. Yo, this is your spot. This is, you know what I'm saying?
That's
all I need. I don't need all this other shit. I got plenty of music, like, because you taught me to stack shit back. Now I got like 30, 40 fucking singles just sitting here while I drop 2-3 times a fucking month.
Me and him got an album in the goddamn closet we ain't even dropped yet.
Hell yeah, fucking a rap song. That shit. Yeah. I say we dropped about what, half of it?
Yeah, we got like 12 of them done.
Yeah. I was saying with that dropping singles, I feel like is where it's at, which is why we've only dropped like 6 songs and we dropped them as singles because nobody knows us. They ain't buying the whole album and listen to the whole thing.
Right.
Now I am about to drop an album, even though I'm talking shit, but we've established ourselves a little further in the country rap scene, so that's why I feel like we can drop a little country album and people are going to go view it. Right. Now, our other albums probably ain't going to get much attention because we made a lane in country rap while we're country people that make music, but we're not country rappers. That's not just the lane we're in.
Right.
We do trap, we do R&B, we do rock, all that shit. So I feel like dropping singles is kind of the best way to go. And how would you say you feel about that?
I would say you're 100% correct. I was actually just having a conversation with somebody about this, honestly, and it goes back to what I said earlier. Like, being an artist costs a lot of fucking money, bro. So like, you have to go buy these beats, bro, or you have to go lease these beats, right? Typically leasing a beat is around $50. So if you're gonna do an album, okay, let's say, an album is typically 14 songs or more. Okay, so you're gonna do 50 times 14. You do the math. 50 times 10 is what?
500?
Exactly. So you do the math, 50 times 14, right? That's how much you're going to spend on an album if you're doing 14 songs on just buying the beat. Okay, now, if you're not an engineer like myself and have your own studio, now you got to think, okay, it's typically around roughly 45, we're going to just say $50 an hour to record a song. And today's time to where the way artists do music now, they don't even write no more. They freestyle.
Right.
So that makes it take 10 times longer right there.
I know a lot of artists just want to come in the studio, hang out, and then write that shit. Like,
and that's fine when you paying for that time.
But you running that bag up.
Yeah, you spending more money. When you come to the studio, it ain't supposed to be to come and hang out and have a good time. Business. It's business, bro.
Right.
It's business. When you're on paid time, you got to think about it, bro. That's your money, bro. It's so many different places money can be going, and you wasting it in one spot, bro. So that's $50 an hour. Okay, when I was doing music, when I was 17, when I was with Supreme Cartel and South Street Entertainment, me, K9, Me the Man, and Slim, we was going to Skylabs to record, and Skylabs charged $60 an hour. It was one time we went over there. It was me, K9, and Slim, and our manager had done paid for us an hour of studio time. But we had wrote and rehearsed so much, even on the way going to Gainesville from Lake City. She made us rehearse the songs the whole time, 4 songs. I kid you not, when we got in there, we knocked out 4 songs as a group of 3. We knocked out 4 songs in 1 hour and
That's
still
impressive.
had enough time to get 1 song mixed and mastered.
That's impressive. I ain't gonna lie.
That's very impressive.
As a group,
bro.
it's hard.
It's hard as a group. Now I can see one person doing it, but
I was like, even when we hit it right on the head each
Right.
time, it's hard to just
it's hard to
to
do
get
it.
shit just smoothly sliding.
Definitely. But it can be done. And see, if you can move like that, it don't matter if you're paying for studio time. Then you can afford that. If you're knocking
Right.
out folks, you can pay for the mixes and shit later.
Right.
The hard part is getting on that microphone, not fucking up, going through that shit, when taking shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you knocking that shit out like that, okay, now it ain't so bad. But bro, you spending so much money with this shit, bro. You gotta think, bro. This shit is expensive being a rapper, bro.
Right. That's why I try to give each single its shine, because, like I said, I dropped that whole album. That one song that's probably really fucking good, they might not even fucking hear it.
Right. Cause it's
Right.
gonna get jumped in the rest of the song.
I'll say, because I know I get a lot of feedback of, oh, what is it? Oh, I don't rush this or shit like that because I drop as many singles as I do. They talk about, oh, quality's better than quantity. Listen, all my shit quality.
Right.
You must not be listening if you feel that way.
Right.
Because you can drop a lot of shit as long as you have the mindset of, hey, this is an album, but I'm going to drop it single by single. You know what I'm saying? Build that album and build up your projects. That way you just have shit to drop.
Right.
Instead of dropping them albums when you're first getting started.
Right.
Because there's been a few artists out in the city who drop albums and
Yeah.
I didn't even know they dropped albums.
Right.
I didn't know nothing about none of this. I know maybe 2 songs, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it ain't no offense against them. It's just,
Nah, that's just how it
it
works.
ain't going to get marketed properly or none of that shit unless you're really out there putting flyers up, hitting up, hey, this is my CD, check it out. Like, you really got to push it. And if you're not trying to do that, don't drop an album.
That's why, back to what we were saying, why we say singles is better. It's cheaper, and you can put more money behind one song and
Right.
blow it up that bigger, bro. It only take one song to do it, bro.
Most
Look at Lil
definitely.
Nas X, for example. That one
Off
fucking
of
song.
Off SoundCloud.
One song. Why work yourself to death when you gonna once you sign a deal, they gonna work your ass. They finna slave your ass anyway,
Most
bro.
definitely.
So why slave your ass before you have to be slaved, bro?
Mhm.
One song can get all the work done you need, bro. If you just focus on one song, that's why one song dropping a single. Cause what it is, bro, it's called what I want to call it. It's called fishing. Okay. All the big fish don't like every bait, right?
Mhm.
So that means the big fish ain't gonna like every song. So you gotta keep changing the bait to figure out what the
Exactly.
fuck the big fish wants. So
That's
you
why we
dropping
drop like we do.
yeah,
Shit, you might not like that one, but you gonna like
You
this
gonna
one.
like this
If you don't
one,
like
bro.
that one, we got another one.
yeah, you gonna like that one.
And when we drop videos,
Yeah.
sometimes I'll give it like a week or 2 for that video to shine, but shit, I'm gonna still be on it, boo boo.
Exactly,
Because that video's still gonna be there.
it's still gonna be there. And another reason, because when you check your analytics status, whatever that shit called, what it's called,
The analytics. Or,
yeah, your analytics or whatever, like on your Spotify for artists or on your YouTube Red shit, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna tell you how good that song is performing. And if a song is performing a lot better than the average song,
put
then
some
that's
money
when you
behind it.
know, yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
That's when you know, okay, this is the one they like. We gotta put some money behind this song right here.
Right.
That's the key.
Like me and my people, that the right person shared it. I don't know who it was. All I know is somebody's like, hey, I saw this fucking post. I think it was maybe Bottleneck or somebody like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was him, but somebody's like, hey, I seen that on there. And then after they told me that bitch was at 30K in like a week or 2.
That shit crazy.
It's
man.
about to hit 40K now, but like I said, once you see that song doing well, put a little money behind
Put a little
promotion.
money behind that bit, man.
I said I put a whole bunch of money on the Spotify in and started getting streams in. It starts building up, and then people start. Then when you go to book these shows, that's when you can say, "Hey, I'm no longer just this local rapper. Look at these numbers I'm pulling in. Y'all should book me to this show." You know what I'm saying? Because then you can hit up promoters and show them, "Hey, I got people listening. I got people tuning in." And that's where he said, like, you gotta be humble. You gotta wait for your turn. Because just because you did a whole bunch of shows and all these people like you, where your fans at? Where your views? You gotta get those. Those are key to booking the bigger shows when they can see the growth and the movement and the people that are tuning in.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right. That's right, man.
I'll say this is more so turned into a podcast than an interview, but shit, fuck it, we gonna run it.
We just giving y'all that knowledge, man. Like,
Most definitely.
I want everybody to be successful at whatever they're doing. It ain't even gotta necessarily be music.
Most definitely. There's so many talented artists in Lake City, and it's never feeling competition with them, because I just want to see them all blow, because we like a new Atlanta out in this bitch. Yeah, definitely. They sleep right now.
And like Chuck was even mentioning at the show, we need to do some come together type shit. But y'all know I've been on that shit for years.
Right.
Bro. It's like they want to try it again. No, I'm willing to help them try it, but
I'll say I'm definitely down.
I'm down to help to try. I got high hopes. I hope we can do it. I want to try to do it.
Most definitely.
I know we could really kick a dope if we work together. But
I was about to say, and can't be stingy if you are the one to kick the door. Hold that bitch open for a motherfucker.
Right.
I say, because there have been artists that blow from the city. I ain't seen them pull up no other artists from the city, put them on the stage with them, none of that shit.
Nope.
And that's one thing I definitely do. If I feel like I got an opportunity for an artist in the city that might not fit me, I'm gonna, hey, go hit these people up. They got this show. Or even if I got a show, I'm gonna bring my people with me. Let them hit the stage.
He always bring us with him. So shit, you already know when it's the other way around, we always bringing them with us, bro. It's the same way.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta work together, because, like I said, bringing y'all to these shows, y'all get crowd engagement shit too. Even though sometimes I can only give y'all a song or two out of our set.
Right.
Even though it was just one song, then people still tuned in
and they seen what needed to be seen.
Exactly.
So always be grateful for any opportunity you get, bro. Cause one song is like I was just saying earlier. One song all you need, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just be happy somebody was able to do something to make a way for you to be able to do that one song.
I'll say like Sticky L, he pulled us up on stage a few times, put us in a bigger fucking area to where we could actually blow. Like, shout out to my boy Sticky. Without him, I wouldn't really be doing these bigger shows, because he pulled us up on stage in a Doobie show, and we weren't shit yet. Yeah. Everybody started paying attention because they seen us with Doobie. They seen us with Sticky L hanging out backstage. They seen us up on the stage. They said, "Who the fuck are them boys?" Sometimes I took that opportunity to throw CDs out everywhere. They put me on stage at the Doobie show. You know what I'm saying? That way they think you important because you was on that stage. Now they're gonna go check that music.
Exactly. Sometimes it's about who you get saying around. They ain't gotta hear you say nothing.
And that comes back to the part. These artists that are blowing up out the city, don't be stingy to your people, bro. Yeah. Even if you can't give them a song, pull them up on stage with you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let them people see your people instead of y'all just, I blow, fuck them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Or at least put them around these people.
Right. Let them, give them connections. Don't be stingy.
Yeah, don't be.
There's plenty of money for everybody.
Yeah, it's plenty for everybody, but put them around these people and let them make their own way. You ain't gotta necessarily tell them.
You ain't gotta hold their hand and shit.
Yeah, you ain't gotta do all that, but you just put them in position.
I'll say, because Sticky could have put us up on stage and I could have done nothing with that. You know what I'm saying? But instead, I was ready. I had CDs. Right. I was like, hey, check us out. Check us out. You gotta, when you get them opportunities, just don't sit there in the background like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go backstage with my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
And that comes to the artists that are being, you know what I'm saying, humble and pulling their people up. When y'all get pulled up there, use that moment.
That's one thing I always liked about Doge. He sealed that in me a lot too, like, cause I used to kind of do that a little piece. But Doja gonna come talk to you. He more like Cody, but Doja at your ass, boy.
I was like, I ain't even social, but them shows.
I swear to God, bro, you can't keep up with him or Doja. Every time you put your head down and look back up, they gone. Cause them boys networking is not playing, bro. You it ain't no hanging out with them unless you ready to walk around and network too.
We gone.
Yeah, we gone. Well, we smoke a blunt real quick. Yeah, everybody gone. Yeah, we right back to it, bro.
I was saying, like I said, y'all seize every opportunity you get.
Yeah.
Because like I said, a lot of these artists, they go to these shows, they perform and leave. Why?
Yeah, why?
Why the fuck did you even come?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you, them fans, the people in the crowd they don't give a fuck. Nope. You gotta go talk to them. Yeah. Go talk to these other artists. See how, you know what I'm saying? Right. See how the fuck they move. Because, bro, there's so many fucking dope artists I've seen at these showcases. And they're way doper than me. I ain't scared to admit some shit.
Way doper than me.
And they don't do not a motherfucking. They show up, perform like, yeah, we rocked out. Hey, that's cool, but what you do with that time? All you did was perform. You ain't go talk to nobody. Y'all ain't make connections to get in line to go bigger. Right. Instead, y'all are doing these same dumbass showcases 4 or 5 years in a row now. The fuck are you doing?
You supposed to been that elevated and graduated from that by this time.
Right. Them showcase shows are to help you establish yourself as an artist, figure out your style, figure out how you're going to hit the stage, and then elevate out of there.
Right.
If you stay in local, you're going to be local.
Right.
I know artists that been fucking out here for 10, 20 years, ain't really never done nothing outside of Lake City or Jacksonville. Gainesville, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We've been to Ohio and back, Georgia, fucking Alabama, Florida, fucking Tennessee. We've been everywhere this last year and two. You gotta move and elevate. Don't be scared to hit up these promoters. Hit them bitches up. Hey, this is my name. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? You see an artist you like, and you don't even gotta go that far. Like, cause the shows out of state cost money to get to and shit right now. You gotta get your money up. But Tampa, Orlando, all these other cities around Florida that are big, you see an artist you like. Now don't be go reaching for like fucking Drake or Wayne, cause they gonna want you. They gonna want you come with some money.
You gotta come with some money.
But you know what I'm saying? Like artists that are kind of trending, that are not fucking super famous, and you see them coming to the city, hit them promoters up. If you don't know the promoter, hit up the bar or the venue that's on it. Hey, who do I gotta talk to get on the show?
Right, bro.
Reach out.
This man just gave y'all so much fucking game, but y'all need to be thanking him, bro, because people don't get game like that, bro.
Well, I hate it because I see, like I said, a lot of these artists wasting their fucking talent, bro. Yeah. Bro, you gotta use it, because clearly you trying to.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not trying. Y'all clearly want to, but you don't. Yeah. You don't have the, maybe not the knowledge or the whatever, but like I said, you gotta go and get it.
Yeah.
You can't just sit in the background. Yeah, I'm hard. I rocked out. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Nobody give a fuck.
Damn sure don't. And you can't do everything by yourself. Sometimes you gotta align with people, bro. Like
I say, unless you like Lil Nas X, like you said, and blow off that one song.
Yeah.
Then people gonna hit you up, but ain't nobody gonna hit you up right now for shows.
No.
And now, like I said, I want to see all the artists in Lake City really take that talent to the next level, because the new Atlanta, in my opinion. Us in Gainesville, bro, ain't nobody fucking with us.
Ain't fucking with us,
bro. Nowhere in this state. I've been all over, except for Camp Camo. Shout out my boys out there in Port St. Lucie. Them the only other people I've seen around this state that be moving like we do, that are actually trying to elevate and really seize that opportunity. Oh, shit.
Good, man. Hey, man, but, you know, man, we had a good time with y'all. You know, we definitely got more coming for y'all. We still working on this film, you know what I'm saying, the way they float, the horror film.
Oh yeah, we about to start shooting that bitch. I'm about to have a camera shit around the 1st, and hopefully by January we can start shooting once I learn how to use that bitch.
I know I'm down.
Got a whole fucking full-length movie.
Yeah. Ain't gonna be 20-30 minutes.
Nah, this is gonna be an hour and a half at least.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of Fort.
It's gonna be a horror movie based out of Fort White. Also, there's gonna be a prequel, which is gonna be a book coming soon. Shit, y'all working on a movie too. Yeah, he in my movie, but you know what I'm saying, they working on.
We working on it now. He and ours too. That apple of my eye. You know, we working on that second episode. We should be shooting sometime early next year. And we got this other smoking movie. It's a comedy. You know what I'm saying? That's coming soon too. I don't want to speak too much on it. I still gotta get more information from Doja, but Doja is the author. He wrote it.
Shout out to the boy
Shout out to
Doja.
the boy Doja. You know what I'm saying? You mean with it.
I was saying that's another thing. Try to do different things. You know what I'm saying? You sitting here, might as well fuck up. I wrote a movie. He wrote a movie.
Right.
Doja wrote a
movie.
movie. You know what I'm saying?
Well, try something.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know I could write a fucking movie.
Right.
I wrote that bitch in like fucking 10 days, and that bitch is good.
Damn show.
I say I had a few people read it because, you know, I'm the artist. I'm biased.
Right.
They were like, oh shit, that's hard as fuck. And it's like, man, that took me 10 days, bro. You know,
You did.
if you try different things, you never know. Something else might be for you.
Right.
That's why I'm going to try to write a book. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
The movie was, I mean, you're already a writer. Why not, you know, reach out? Because
Right.
most rappers, it's poetry. Unless you ain't
That's
really
exactly
rapping.
what it is. That's exactly what
So
it is.
you are a writer. Try to
Yeah.
put your writing skills to other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
While you're waiting on your music to blow. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Why not?
Why not? It's actually a little easier to write a movie. It just take more time.
I ain't gonna lie. If you ain't gotta worry about rhyming this and
Yeah,
that,
you ain't got
this
to
and that.
rhyme or none of that shit,
Ain't
man.
no flows. You just.
What?
That's
Anybody
what
got
I
a
say,
wild
just can't-
imagination. Yeah. It ain't that hard. You just gotta make it good. That's the challenge, making it good. Anybody can create something. Just make it good.
Man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. This has been 386. I don't know. We're going to come up with a fucking name, 386 Podcast, whatever you want to call it. With our first guest, Lil Nyne. Y'all can check him out on every platform. All you got to do is LIL spacebar NYNE on all platforms.
Yeah.
Got videos out. And if you see the Lil Nyne and Hippie at 386, those are our joints. Y'all check them out.
Yes, sir. You already know. Big shout out to the home team, Ascension Records,
Yes, sir.
F4BG and 386 Music.
Yes,
I want to
sir.
give Shipwreck Studios a shout out.
Most definitely.
Buck 12 Country Trail, give them a shout out. You know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying? Good boy. You know what I'm saying? Playboy 9, AB
Bando
Builder,
Child.
Gateway to Florida, band. You know what I'm saying? Bando Child.
Like I said, there's too many fucking raw
Go
rappers in
ham,
this city.
nigga. My big brother
Yeah.
Go ham. You know what I'm saying? I got a big shot to him. JG Reality, you know what I'm saying? Yo, we in this bitch, man. If I forgot anybody, man, I'm sorry. But I fought with all y'all, man.
Most definitely. And like I said, there'll be more episodes coming soon. Our next guest is either going to be Swag G or Shalu with 386 Music.
Yeah.
January, we're going to be going up to Georgia, so hopefully I get some of them boys up on here. But y'all keep tuning in. Like I said, we're going to come up with a name for this probably by the time I upload this motherfucker. But if y'all want to know why I was running out there, got to check on my son. Rap dad shit, you know what I'm saying? Had to make sure his phone was good. He chilling, got the AC going, so don't y'all be talking that shit in them comments.